Welcome to the Summer of the Screen Squad. Like always, I'm Vinny.
Mozzie.
Shannon.
And this week we're talking about Netflix's You People.
What do you mean, you people?
Stick around, see what we think.
You're so stupid.
So Netflix's You People.
Mm.
Eddie Murphy, Jonah Hill. Movie co-written by Jonah Hill.
And who's the other guy?
Kenya Barris. That did what's the they did
Blackish?
Kenya Barris Blackish,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
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 I'm shocked Andy Anderson was.
Well, I mean, this is like all the other movies that I've seen. Like, look who's coming to dinner. Like, guess who? Or guess who's coming to dinner?
Yeah.
Guess who? All those, like pretty much all those movies is all the same. Just this has Eddie Murphy.
No, it also
And it's rated R.
It focuses on both families, not just one.
And it's rated R.
Mm. Is it?
Yeah.
Mm.
You didn't hear all the cursing?
I heard it.
I heard it.
Okay,
I was just
so
bored out of my mind.
I
I was
wasn't
blanking out.
I wasn't bored. I wasn't bored with this movie, but I wasn't super entertained. Right? When Eddie Murphy was on the screen and when Mike Epps was on the screen, I thought parts of when they were together on the screen, it was funny.
This was Mike Epps' best role.
But the problem is,
Day-Day.
but the problem is,
Day-Day.
It's Day-Day.
but he wasn't on the screen for that long, right?
Exactly.
That's the problem. Like this movie,
He was good in that movie, that HBO
Nope.
movie, Bessie.
Nope.
Resident Evil Apocalypse.
Oh, he was good in Bessie
Is it an
with
HBO
Queen
film?
Latifah.
Is it a straight to HBO movie?
Yeah.
Doesn't count.
Yeah, it does.
So no, it doesn't.
Don't
It's like saying-
don't they win awards?
I mean, do they?
Come in.
Do they?
Yeah, I don't know.
They win an Emmy.
I don't know. But this
Best-
okay.
Best made for TV movie.
I had problems with this movie, right? It definitely had its issues. I did not like the transitions from scene to scene with the graffiti and like those weird awkward transitions it has.
I felt forced hipness.
Very much so.
Like a sitcom.
Yeah. I just
Mm.
it just did not it just didn't sit well ultimately, and it felt like I'd seen this before. It didn't feel like anything new. It was very by the numbers, right? Very predictable.
Very.
Well,
That's the same movie,
it's
It's not that.
like the other ones.
it really there was nothing. There was again
There
other
was
than
nothing special.
other than maybe
Julia Louis-Dreyfus.
that's
about
about it. She was
About it.
Like-
She was the best part of that.
some of the performances were good. The commentary about like
Was boring.
the commentary. I get it. Like, the message behind it, but it really wasn't. It wasn't that great. And for it to try to use Eddie Murphy in this movie like that, and as like Eddie, I don't know. It just wasn't the greatest.
But it's because they try to sell it. Doesn't it say comedy
Yeah,
on the thing? And at no point is it funny. It's like a drama.
not extremely funny. It had a couple
Not ever funny.
had a couple chuckles.
Maybe David Duchovny.
when he's singing "Ordinary People."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
They should have used him more. That was a
No.
good character.
No, you know who they should have used that they didn't use at all.
Ah.
But he's on the whole thing. Elliot Gould.
Oh, Elliot Gould was there too. That's right.
Yeah, but if you notice in the credits, goes Jonah Hill, Elliot Gould.
he was in some scenes.
He was like the fifth person. He had no lines.
Mm-mm.
Like at the beginning, like some of the only scenes that I laughed at were the scenes that they showed in the trailer.
No,
Right?
I laughed at the scene at the
Let me-
after the
how's
after temple.
How's your
Talking
penis?
about, hey, yeah,
How's
hey,
your
go.
penis? How's your penis? Huh?
Come on, let's go to the bathroom. Check it out. Let's take a look at for you.
No charge.
Come
Yeah.
But then it dragged on with he went to
Yeah.
he's in trouble and why didn't you tell me this? And it
But
just
but
kept
see-
going and it's like
But
All right.
that's Jonah Hill's normal like dialogue in movies. where he kind of like goes, "Oh, really? That's kind of it."
And it felt
What he does.
the dialogue felt a lot like, yes, it was so much like Superbad.
Super bad. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, which is his dialogue in almost anything he does.
But
And
you could tell was written like Jonah Hill very much.
Yeah.
Right. So.
Yeah. Yo, I mean, you're making it complicated. I can give you money for these boots. Same thing.
But that's 40-year-old
yeah.
version. Not
Yeah, I know.
Superbad.
But remember, it's
No,
just
but that's
showing you
different.
an example.
That's not the example that I'm talking about. More,
It's
I'm
always been
talking
like
more.
that, though.
I'm talking, yeah, no, but I'm talking more of how he's like clowning and like it's almost in the same kind of jokes that he used in Superbad as the jokes that he used here. That's what he was doing.
I'm saying that, but I'm talking about the type of dialogue where he talks, kind of explaining something like under his breath, like almost like talking under his breath while talking to somebody who's not really listening to him.
What he should have done,
It's kind of like what I'm doing now, where I'm actually, where I'm explaining something. Really, it's not working because apparently no one's listening to me. So I'm just saying that's literally what he does.
What he should have done is he should have played the same character from Wolf of Wall Street in this movie. That's what he should have done.
They give him veneers and have him walk around like
taking some lewds and jerking off in front of everybody. That would have been a more interesting movie because this was just a by the numbers movie, and they were really advertising.
It made me appreciate this movie. Made me appreciate the Bernie Mac movie.
Oh yeah.
Ugh, with Ashton Kutcher.
Yeah. And Ashton Kutcher is bad in that, but really I think I enjoyed that one better than this.
Well, because Bernie Mac is more of an extreme version of the dad. That's the thing, and he comes off extreme because he's way different. The difference between Ashton Kutcher and Bernie Mac was like this.
Yeah.
What the difference between Eddie Murphy and him and Jonah Hill is like
they're kind of the same. That's kind of the
point too, though. It's like
although
we both want the same thing.
Yeah. But I will give it this: the bachelor party was funny when they're talking about the Coke guy. You're a Coke guy. I don't have a Coke guy. And then Felipe Esparzo shows up, and he gives him the big bag of Coke.
Yeah.
Right.
And he was doing Coke. I was just like, did you see him doing Coke? No.
But
like,
right.
See, that was funnier.
Yeah.
That was funnier.
Right.
You just did.
See, you should write a movie about a vampire. Never mind. No.
You should play. Yeah.
I should play the Jonah Hill part. Yeah.
You can play DJ Khaled.
By the way, tons of DJ Khaled music in that.
Yeah, a lot.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think
because he's of the culture.
But I really think this is a real miss with this movie.
Huge.
It was a miss. It wasn't.
It was too preachy too.
It was
so annoying.
It was very message driven, especially the whole like I'm not a toy when she goes off on Julia Louis-Dreyfus and the mom, and then same thing with Jonah Hill when he goes off on Eddie Murphy, and then it's the whole message. I get it, I understand it, but it just
it didn't come off right.
Yeah.
Plus, it seemed like they were caricatures, like Julia Louis-Dreyfus and Eddie Murphy. They were caricatures.
Yeah.
They weren't real people. They were like people aren't really like that.
They were cartoonish. They were cartoonish.
They were cartoonish. Yeah.
Yeah. They're to the extreme. They didn't rock the mic like Vandal.
God damn it.
Right. So no, it was a big miss, and it could have been done, I think, better, but it was also too. That's too predictable. It was definitely too predictable.
Very predictable.
And I wouldn't have made a movie like this. Definitely.
Could you have fixed this movie?
No.
By changing a scene?
No, I could have fixed this movie. I wouldn't have made it.
Yeah, all of it.
I wouldn't have made it. Simple.
Really?
Yeah.
I think you just change the ending, and it can actually it works out where you're like, oh, it's a different type of movie.
No, because nobody, even like the Jonah Hill and what's her name, his love interest,
Amira.
Girl?
Yeah.
Amira.
What's the actress's name?
Lauren London.
Yeah. Their chemistry is not you can't really believe their relationship. Everything about it. Nothing seemed real to me.
Mm-hmm.
There was no chemistry between anybody. Mia
but
Long was just sitting there.
She's not
Yeah.
even in the movie for that long.
Yeah.
Underutilized, by the way.
Yeah,
Yeah,
another
It's
one.
because she
There's
needs she needs an Ice Cube in a movie. That's why.
Shut ups.
That's true.
But yeah, I mean, tons of good actors and whatever, but
Poorly used.
poorly
Yeah,
used.
I just
Yeah.
like the characters were just written poorly, cartoonishly written.
Yeah.
The only one that was the only two characters that were written the best and was obviously they were written for that reason was the Jonah Hill character and Amira. But even then, they like you said, didn't click well
No, they didn't.
as
No,
actors.
what this movie was, at least in my eyes, was a reason for Jonah Hill to brag that he made a movie with Eddie Murphy.
Pretty much.
That's what it felt like. It felt like yeah, I'll make a movie with Eddie Murphy.
I wrote
a spar together.
I wrote a movie. Yeah, I wrote a movie so that I can work with Eddie Murphy.
Yeah, and that's what it kind of felt like. Even though I don't think he was the first choice.
Just give me Beverly Hills Cop 4. That's it. Just forget
That's all I
this.
want.
Just you know what? Just
But-
forget this and give me Beverly Hills Cop 4. Come on.
Okay, so I would change the ending to remember the breakup with Vince Vaughn and Jennifer Aniston.
I try not to, but yes, go ahead.
So that movie exists somewhere.
Mm.
Uh,
Oh, the
no,
breakup.
'cause-
Yeah.
yeah, because he's some money. That's why. So they end up not being together, but being with someone who's a lot like the person they just left. So if they would have ran into each other somewhere with almost like a photocopy of each other and walking away from each other, fine. Finished movie, no happy ending.
Just finish the movie with a pandemic breaking out and one of them dying. Done. The end. She's your queen to be. You know, credits roll.
Well, that's the thing. People, a lot of people expect an Eddie Murphy comedy to be in the same vein of a comedy. to
But the
America
problem is,
but it's not his movie.
That's what I was gonna say. This is not an Eddie Murphy comedy.
No, it's not.
This
It's
is
not his movie. And
But
it's-
but that's a problem. That's how they marketed this movie.
Yeah,
That's what that's why the only reason I wanted to watch it was because of Eddie Murphy.
That's what I thought because with the way they put the trailers out, the way they did everything is they made this seem like this was an Eddie Murphy comedy, not a
Yeah,
Jonah Hill
but
comedy.
But those Eddie Murphy comedies have him playing multiple characters. He's
No.
not playing them.
Let's see here, Clump. You're going back to 1990s Eddie Murphy to early 2000s Eddie Murphy where he's playing multiple characters. That's not always Eddie Murphy.
No, it's
He's not always playing it multiple
no,
characters.
but I'm saying people's expectations go to that, which sucks because that's what most people nowadays remember him as, the multiple character guy. And he likes, and you know, he even said in an interview, yeah, I like playing the multiple. I prefer to play multiple people.
He was in Dolomite. He didn't play multiple characters, and he was great in Dolomite.
He was phenomenal.
And it was funny,
but
and it was good.
But it was his movie. He said he had say in that movie. He took care of that movie. He nurtured it. He cuddled with it. He fed it by bottle. That's what he did. This one, it was a Jonah Hill movie going, hey, I want to put Eddie Murphy in it because I think it would bring in some legitimacy to the role of the father.
Akbar. Mohammed Akbar? His name is Akbar, right? Akbar.
He's Woody. He's Woody.
Woody. Mama call Woody.
I'm calling Woody. Yeah.
Throwback.
Yeah. Jinx, by the way. So yeah, you don't listen to that stuff, don't you? So, but I think that's the whole thing. They tried using Eddie Murphy to legitimize the father's role as being an actual, like, you could have gotten almost anybody.
Could have got Samuel L. Jackson.
And what's his name? Sterling K. Brown.
No, he would have been too young. Sterling K. Brown's too young.
All right, fine. You got Omar Epps.
Who?
Omar Epps, you know, the guy who ran with the in higher learning.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, really, you don't know Omar Epps?
No, I know who he is, but
Fine.
like he hasn't done anything other than he was in A House.
God, that was a good show.
That was it.
Fine. You know, you could have gotten Cuba Gooding Jr.
No.
Nah, that would have been the same movie.
Yeah,
Same
no.
movie. I mean, except you don't really believe you know, Cuba, you know, being able to like be.
I don't know. Just I don't know. Just don't. Just over.
But I'm saying,
I
no,
mean,
you can still use.
like, anyone else could have played the father, really.
Yeah.
And I think that was the problem, and because
Yeah.
they just really miscast Eddie Murphy, and they just put him in the. I think that's the problem. They got Eddie Murphy to use Eddie Murphy's name for this movie.
But I think the idea behind having Eddie Murphy come in, not just the money, it's also no, not just.
No,
it's
it was for like he got paid
to
for. Not,
sell the movie,
it was
yeah.
for the money, but it was to sell the movie. It was.
Yeah, but I mean, but the idea is that they thought, I guess as writers or directors, whatever I would think is maybe Eddie Murphy can make these lines that I wrote for him his own, even though him and Julia Dreyfus said that they got to improvise a lot in the movie, their dialogue, but not like the direction was still there. They got
Oh.
to improvise stuff. How much of it was actually that was improvised showed up in the movie? I don't know.
Wait.
Right there?
No, yeah. I just looked up Kenya Barris, right? The next movie Kenya Barris is directing,
Mm.
the remake of The Wizard of Oz.
Wait,
Ah,
no,
that's
wait.
funny.
The remake of the Wizard of Oz or the remake of the Wiz?
The Wizard of
'Cause
Oz,
there's-
not
there's
the Wiz,
actual-
not the
No, no,
Wiz.
no.
No. Listen to the words. Did I say the Wiz or did I say the Wizard of Oz? Look, listen. It's been over 16 minutes. You fuck. The Wizard of Oz. The Wizard of Oz.
Oh, I can't wait to not watch that.
Yeah.
Well, because there was talks that they were gonna.
No, you
remake
can't.
the
No,
Wiz.
don't remake the Wiz. That's a fine play, and it's a great movie. Leave it alone.
Hey, just let him ease on down.
You had
to
Diana
whatever you wanna
Ross.
do.
You had Diana Ross. You had Nipsey Russell. You had Michael Jackson. That's all you need. You don't need to touch that one. You don't need to touch the Wiz. They already tried to do that with a live TV show play musical on TV. Trash.
Yeah.
You can't win.
Yes.
Get it? See what I did there?
With Justin Timberlake.
as this, Justin Timberlake as a scarecrow.
Yeah.
Ooh,
He's on down-
backlash,
he's on down
backlash,
the road.
backlash, backlash.
Backlash, Dad.
Yeah.
Dad Scarecrow.
Music by Justin Bieber.
Oh no. Justin Bieber as Dorothy. No. Yeah. No. I just looked at it. And I was like, that's why I made that face because because it's Wizard of Oz. The Wizard of Oz. TBA release date, but it's still the Wizard of Oz. Ooh, I'm not gonna watch that one for show. I will watch the original.
It's in 4K now.
Yeah, you can see the hanging
The hanging.
witch in the
hanging in
background
the
pretty
background.
clearly.
Yeah.
Just saying.
And the little munchkins squeezing Dorothy's butt.
Rewatch. That's a rewatch.
That's what she said. They were always like trying to grope her.
It's because they're like when you hug. I'm not gonna say anything.
When you hug. Wah, wah.
Yeah. It happens. It happens. It happens. No, but it's but it. Yeah, but this movie definitely. But this movie definitely was I think was a big miss. Was a big miss.
The waste of time.
I wouldn't say it's a waste of time. It just keeps their names out there. But at the same time, it's like it felt like a miss, but not like so extreme. It just felt like I get what you're trying to do.
It wasn't like
I
Blonde. I'm not gonna say it wasn't Blonde.
No.
It wasn't Blonde level, right? Because it at least kept me somewhat entertained for a
You're
moment,
right.
but it wasn't.
Yeah.
It was. I think overall, everyone you could have just put random nobodies in this movie.
What's
Because this movie really the story. This could have been like one of those Hallmark movies or whatever. Because just the story was just plain, wasn't like whatever. There was nothing special about the story, nothing special about like anything, like the acting, nothing.
Well, the bad thing is that you're right. It's you can replace almost any of the actors, and it's you get the same you'll get the same thing. Nothing really. Nothing was so special that it actually made you go, man, that's a memorable role for so and so and so and so. Even Jonah Hill's character didn't feel like it was.
He looks old too in this movie.
He looks beat. like he like passed out drunk on the beach.
Those
and got
Quaaludes.
sunburn.
Saw the coke in the movie. In the movie,
Yeah,
his
he
character.
looked- He looked off, like damn. Hanging out with Leo on the beaches was like, you know.
He's well now he's blonde and he does he's lost all that weight. He's on the beach a lot. Sunburn. He gets his skin.
Nice.
Hey, did you notice he didn't have like a t-shirt on at all or an actual tank top on at all throughout the movie?
He had a shirt
So-
on. He had a shirt on all the time.
Yeah, but I mean, you never got to see his arms, never got to see anything. So
Why would I want to see him without his clothes on?
It's not the point. The point is, you know, like he really had like
This
he was
movie
covering up a lot.
This
He was
movie,
covering up a lot.
yeah, but this movie didn't require a nude scene. Why would you want a nude scene?
I'm not saying no one said nude scene. No one said nude scene.
Why-
I'm saying specifically.
Why this movie
Body-wise.
didn't even call for a topless scene.
Not even sleep. Like he slept in like
I-
a whole sweater
I
set.
I sleep with all my clothes on.
Yeah, but you're weird. There's a difference. You're a weirdo, bro.
I'm cold all the time.
Eat a burger.
No,
It's like
Oh.
going vegan.
I'm not vegan. I just can barely have a burger. But
What's
it's
wrong with being
there's
vegan?
nothing wrong with that. That's fine. You can have a vegan burger anytime you want. I guess.
Yeah, of
It's
course.
up to you guys. There's nothing against vegans.
Give me a bread sandwich.
Grilled cheese. Isn't that vegan? There's
Yeah.
what?
It can be.
Cheese.
Can
There's-
be. No.
There, wait.
There's cashew cheese. Doesn't melt as nice.
Gelato's not vegan? Smoking eggs, bitch. Scott Pilgrim versus the World. Throwback. Yeah, no, but
Yeah.
Which that character was in a band with Brie Larson.
see? You're gonna
The
fall
love of
back.
his life.
And
Uh-huh.
she sang in that movie. So
The love of his life.
Yep.
don't.
I actually rather watch Captain Marvel than this again.
No, I would watch this movie again versus Captain Marvel. I'd watch this one. I'd watch this
know.
one. I'd watch
No,
this one.
it's-
This one for sure was a miss. There was a lot of things. I had higher
Wasn't
hopes for
funny.
it. I had higher
Wasn't
hopes for
funny
it.
at all.
I had higher hopes for it because of like the trailers. I thought it was gonna be funnier than it was.
Because even when you click on the preview, when you click on the title, the preview they show you is the one with Mike Epps when what's his name, Jonah Hill gets introduced to Mike Epps.
yeah,
That's the scene they show you, so you think it's going to be a comedy,
yeah.
but it's not.
I mean, it is technically. It's just not funny. It's just not
It's
so funny.
It's funny to someone,
Yeah.
but
Yeah,
not,
nobody.
Not, but
Just
not,
not,
the majority.
yeah.
No.
I mean, it has. Yeah. I mean,
It's modern comedy, which kind of sucks.
I mean, not all modern comedy sucks, but it's just like it's
But
just
the
unfortunately
majority of
the comedy in this movie is very everything is miss in my opinion. In my opinion, I didn't think it was that great.
No, you're right.
So,
Your opinion is right.
so I just couldn't find myself
It's a fact.
extremely. I just couldn't find myself to enjoy this movie. But
No.
that's not to say you might not enjoy this movie if you guys watch it. So
No, you won't enjoy it. You won't enjoy it.
if you guys have Netflix, go ahead
Pay
and
for it, might as well.
might as
And
well
if you
check-
don't, borrow it.
for now, because starting March, they're gonna start charging for borrowing Netflix. So
If you like this movie, put it in the comments. But
Yeah.
you're not. Nobody's gonna like this movie.
maybe there's people that like it. There are people
Nah.
that like it. There are people that like it.
Nah.
So it's up to them. But it's whatever. I didn't like it. You can tell we didn't. Majority.
so do you-
Ozzy seems to have liked it.
No. Don't get me wrong. I think I see where they were going with it. It didn't go where it should have gone. Like it didn't go as planned. Basically, it felt like the actors could have been interchangeable. You could have had you could even had Mike Epps play a dad. It'd have been the same thing. Nothing felt.
Probably would have been
special.
funnier.
No, it'd
I
been
know.
worse,
I think
actually.
no.
It's
I
times
just
better
no.
'cause
No. I just think ultimately the writing is the writing, and I don't think anyone who
The whole
delivered
thing's
it
writ-
is
the whole thing's written for Jonah Hill, and even then, Jonah Hill's character felt like it was just
it's
just like you guys hate on the Ryan Reynolds stuff. Sound like everything's Ryan Reynolds. It has his cadence in it, has his touch on it, which makes it kind of one dimensional.
Well, because he wrote it for himself. So he wrote it in his voice. He wrote it in his comedy.
He found the opportunity to work with Eddie Murphy. He said, "Cool, Eddie Murphy, how you doing? Now we're gonna get him in here."
So did Jonah Hill write all the N words in the movie?
You know what? I'm not gonna say
maybe the other guy.
Oh, can you?
The other guy.
Maybe. Hey, I don't know. But you people on Netflix, check it out. I guess if you want to.
Watch Guess Who. Guess Who.
Well, how about you
that one's
compare and
better.
contrast? Compare and contrast. Watch one and watch the other.
There's one. One of them has Jonah Hill. The other has Bernie Mac and a go-kart.
I'd rather watch the go-kart.
So check it out, I guess.
And the tango dance.
On that note, this has been Vinny.
This is Ozzy.
Banner.
We'll see you guys next week.
Tango and Cash sounds good, actually.